Where should you start reading Star Wars books? Because there are literally hundreds of them, and finding a good place to start can be daunting if you're not familiar with the books. Don't worry though, because in this video, I'm going to kind of give some good entry points if you want to just jump right into the books. First up is going to be Revenge of the Sith, and I recommend this to anyone, whether you love the movie or you hate the movie, because this book is so much better than the movie. The writing is incredible. You dive into the character's mind, you get to see their emotions, their thoughts during all these scenes that are playing out in the movie. And if you hate the movie, you may love the book because I think the book executes the story so much better. And if you love the movie, you're going to love the book even more. Next up is going to be Kenobi by John Jackson Miller. If you didn't love the Kenobi TV show, then I highly recommend reading this book because it follows Obi-Wan Kenobi right after Revenge of the Sith, and we get to see how he deals with the after effects of the events of Revenge of the Sith. And it does a much better job of showing how he becomes the man we eventually see in A New Hope. Highly, highly recommend it. I got to meet the author at a signing. Great dude, but the book is just amazing. And if you want to get into the Old Republic, the best way to start, in my opinion, while a lot of those books are great, is Darth Bane, Path of Destruction. One of the best Star Wars books out there. This follows Dessel, a man who's just a lowly miner, and he's going to rise and become one of the greatest Sith Lords of all time. The book is straight gas. Like, I have nothing but good things to say about this. The whole trilogy is amazing, but I would definitely give book one a try. And if you enjoy it, you have to just read the rest. And as far as other Legends books that I would recommend, highly recommend Shatterpoint by Mathew Stover. If you may not already know, he's my favorite Star Wars author of all time. This dude just does not miss. Book is incredible. We follow Mace Windu as he goes back to his home planet, Huron Call, to rescue his former apprentice, Depa Billaba, because she's gone there on a mission for the Clone Wars, and maybe she's fallen to the dark side, maybe she hasn't. Something's going on. We really don't know at the beginning, but we find out soon, and this book is just incredible. It's basically Space Vietnam with some of the best writing in all of Star Wars. Cannot recommend this enough. And then another one that is just legendary in Legends, which was formerly known as the Expanded Universe, but that is Hard Contact by Karen Traviss, book one in the Republic Commando series. I've read the first two books. They are incredible. If you want more Clone Wars stuff and you want to see what the clones were like before Disney took over and we had the what was it, the Clone Wars animated series, not the original one, the 2D animation, but the 3D one. I believe that was 2007. But if you want to see kind of the original version of the clones, read this. It's phenomenal. We get a lot of personality from our main character and the squad that he gets with, and just how he interacts with the other characters around him. We get to see what these clones were like. Highly, highly recommend it if you are a fan of the clones. There's an incredible fan made audiobook on YouTube that I also recommend checking out if you don't have access to the book. It's free, it's incredible. And other Legends books that I highly recommend are going to be Heir to the Empire and Darth Plagueis. Heir to the Empire is probably the most legendary Star Wars book. This is the introduction to Thrawn back in the 90s, I believe, and book is just so freaking good. We get to see what most people say is the original sequel trilogy, even though it really wasn't. It's still just a great trilogy. If you like book one, you got to read all three books. We follow Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, the original gang, our favorite iconic characters from the original trilogy in this new trilogy, dealing with the New Republic, trying to deal with all these threats, and Thrawn trying to bring the Empire back. Don't really want to spoil anything. It's kind of hard to talk about a book without spoiling too much. But then we also have Darth Plagueis by James Luceno. James Luceno is another legendary Star Wars author. You can just trust almost anything he reads to be a banger. But Darth Plagueis is probably his best book and one of the best Star Wars books. The lore in this is insane. We get to see the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise that is hinted at in Revenge of the Sith, and the origins of Palpatine are just so freaking cool. If you like this character, if you like Palpatine, you have to read this book. It is so good. If you love the Sith, you have to read this book. And if you're just a little bit curious, who is Darth Plagueis the Wise? I wonder what the tragedy is. Definitely read this book. You will not be disappointed. So much cool lore, so many cool things in this book. It's so freaking good. Now, those are all Legends, which means they don't fit in with the current Star Wars canon. Um, a lot of people are like, oh, Legends is better than canon. I don't really try to get into the debate. I just say read what you enjoy. There's amazing stories in both. They both have their highs and lows. Now we're going to get into canon. So as far as canon books go, one that always gets recommended is Thrawn by Timothy Zahn. Timothy Zahn's a legendary Star Wars author. He's done both canon and legends. He's been around that long, and he is that good. This book rocks. I love it. If you love Thrawn in Rebels or Ahsoka, you have to read this book because it's basically his introduction to the Star Wars universe as we know it. Because previously he was kind of in his own galaxy out in the unknown regions with the Chiss ascendancy, but this is how he gets brought into the Empire, how he rises through the ranks. It's so good. There are three other books that kind of fit in with this one. The next one would be Thrawn Alliances. We get to see Thrawn and Vader have some flashbacks, get a little bit more of his past, and get to see just more Thrawn in this book. It's really good. Definitely check it out if you enjoy the first one. Now, if you are a fan of Rebels, and you love Heir and Kanan and you want to see how they met, A New Dawn by John Jackson Miller is so good. I love this book. The ending was spectacular. Really, the whole book is great, but the ending was just amazing, in my opinion. I actually got this one signed by the author. I had all of his books signed at his signing, which is a flex. And then next up for canon books that I would recommend is Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. We are reading this for our Star Wars book club on Fable right now. It's called Wookiees and Bookies. Join it. We would love to discuss this book with you. But yeah, I love this book. I even bought the hardcover after I read this mass market paperback. It is so good. Claudia Gray is the queen of canon Star Wars books. You cannot tell me otherwise. This book is just amazing. If you're a fan of the Phantom Menace, you have to read it. We follow Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon getting to explore their relationship as master and apprentice before the Phantom Menace, their different ideologies, and how Qui-Gon just differs from other Jedi. Don't really want to spoil too much, but it's a great book from start to finish. Really, really good read. And then another one, if you are a fan of Vader and Palpatine and you want more of their relationship as master and apprentice, read Lords of the Sith. There are some really cool callbacks to the Clone Wars, but we finally just get to see Vader and Palpatine unleash their full power. We really never see Palpatine do it. We see Vader do it a lot, but we always love more Vader content. And if we get Palpatine in it, I mean, that's just awesome. The book is great. Really, really loved it. Highly recommend if you are a fan of both Vader and Palpatine. It is a must read. And then next up is another dark side book, but this is the Clone Wars, and that is Dark Disciple by Christie Golden. Some of you may know this is adapted from unfinished Clone Wars arcs. It has so many plot twists, it'll make your head spin. It's kind of dark romance set in Star Wars. I think it's phenomenal. I love it. I thought it was great. A few people were like, oh, Quinlan Voss's story in the Legends comics were better. I mean, who cares? This is good. You may like one better than the other, but this one was very, very good in my opinion. And then another one that a lot of people are kind of like, oh, why do you recommend that? Heir to the Jedi. I think this book is great because it fits in perfectly between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. It is a fun, quick, short Luke Skywalker adventure, self-contained, very, very good book. The ending was kind of meh. I'm not going to lie. The ending kind of did make the rest of the book feel like eh. But the entire story was just so enjoyable to see Luke Skywalker just doing his thing as a Jedi, learning to be a Jedi. It it's canon, which is great, and there is a Legends book that fills a similar gap, and that is Shadows of the Empire, which I didn't mention earlier for Legends. But this is a great book. I can't remember when this came out, but dude, it is such a good book. Shadows of the Empire by Steve Perry. We follow Luke, Princess Leia, and the others, and Lando between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Fills in the gaps, and it just feels like original trilogy 2.5 because it fits in perfectly. This book is so good. If you are a fan of the original trilogy, you have to read this. It is so freaking good. Highly, highly recommend it. Now, um, that's really all I can think of off the top of my head that like would be the best entry points to Star Wars. Please let me know if I missed anything. Oh, just thought of it. Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. I said she's the queen of canon Star Wars. This book is a beautiful, tragic love story set in a galaxy far, far away. Two childhood best friends who are star-crossed lovers wanting to be pilots get pitted against each other. It is phenomenal. If you are a fan of romance, if you love Star Wars and you want an entry point, read that. Okay, yeah, I think that just about covers everything. Let me know what I missed because I'm sure someone's gonna, say something. I don't know everything. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. As always, thank you for watching. May the force be with you.